Now your favorite rapper name on the Insta. Too late, he already hit. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You a shook one, Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah, the mother ride or die for my, strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who?
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, Freeman. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Interception, Mayfield. Got him in. It's Rashawn Perriman. And now running right through it. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Falcons now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Tuesday. Hey, express. Go.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He spins free. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked him.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second. On 2nd down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 2, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. First catch there for the rookie Ridley, and it's a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Get up! Let him go!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They toss to Freeman. And an alley to run. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a toss right, Freeman. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hey, let's go.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. Oh, now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Space.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
20. Ready for 80. 25
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Ryan to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Mayfield looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Green 39! Green 39!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Freeman lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons called on Matt Bryant. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue, line it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue, line it. Blue, line it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Lets it go for Nelson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Let's go! Green, 39.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. They pitch it to Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Shifts by him at the 25. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on second down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They run it again with Chubb, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got a 1st down as he's up 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
So 3 away from that century mark, gotta have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Handoff comes to Chubb. And some room to roam now. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. This time the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. There goes Devontae Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. No, check, Patriot, Patriot.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Able to shake him off. He fights him off. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Browns on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Well, Charles, the forecast called for